Neil, Mike and Vicky are three 20-somethings sharing a flat. It's in a 1970s block in the city centre, and it has a certain charm, but it's very drafty and cold. The landlord has upgraded parts of the block, like the efficient combi boiler, but only really what's been incentivised by government. The latest feature the landlord has installed in all his flats is sensor-controlled lighting. He owns most of the flats in the building and has frequently complained that people leave the lights on in the stairwell, which drives up the cost of communal building charges. He has taken advantage of a government scheme and not only replaced the lighting controls in the stairwell, but in all the hallways of the flats he owns as well. During the process, the installer also provides the flatmates with new eco-friendly bulbs to replace the old energy-hungry incandescents. Mike quite likes the idea, as he's always frustrated when he sees the others leave the lights on. In fact, the system works very well. Vicky is a medical student and often works odd shift patterns, so she gets home in the middle of the night. The new light sensors mean she doesn't have to fumble for the light switch anymore, and because they turn themselves off, she doesn't end up accidentally leaving them on, like she used to when she's exhausted. The flatmates are initially sceptical about the cost savings, but in fact they're noticeable. Indeed, with the change in pattern of their electricity use, the supplier suggests a new tariff. After expensive bills that none of them could afford, this is a welcome improvement, and they agree to switch to the saver plan. This means that their energy usage is banded, so that at certain levels the cost per unit increases. As long as their usage remains at its current level, they will save money. Mike also starts paying more attention to the energy monitoring display the landlord has had installed, and moves it from behind the kettle to the kitchen table, where it's more visible. This shows how much electricity they're consuming, and even lets them drill down to find out what each room is using. Being able to see the energy use prompts several conversations about which devices are responsible. And Neil reminds the others that there is also a mobile phone app that accompanies the energy display and provides additional information, so they all download it to explore further. The next day, Vicky keeps a close eye on the app and watches how much energy is used by her hairdryer and straightening irons that are part of her everyday ritual in getting ready to face the world. Her hairdresser recently advised her that she shouldn't wash her hair every day. This means less drying and less straightening. When she tells Mike of her efforts, he points out that she's also saving electricity by reducing the number of showers she has. Vicky isn't the only one who finds simple ways of cutting down energy use, and Neil realises that if he actually switches off his computer more, rather than leaving it on all the time, he can reduce his energy consumption quite a bit. Mike also discovers the amount of energy he saves by not leaving his extensive array of gadgets on charge all the time, though Vicky has to step in when he gets carried away. He does realise that he's left his old laptop on charge, even though he never uses it anymore. Half an hour later, it's on eBay, and by the end of the week, Mike is £100 better off. The flatmates all enjoy exploring their energy use and exchanging tips on how to use less electricity. They even set up a weekly competition to see who uses the most energy. Come Sunday, the loser has to cook for the others. They also check out the efficiency of some of the white goods in the house and discover how old and inefficient the freezer is. Somehow, they manage to persuade the landlord to buy a new, energy-efficient model, which also has more space. All these activities bring the flatmates closer together. Whilst their energy bills get lower and lower, their friendship and their wallets get richer.